Good morning, Bates. It is Friday. Could you believe it, Mr. Fonseca?
Yes, the Friday 1 week down after our vacation, and we're just excited to have had this week with our Bates Scholars. How are you doing, Mr. Softic?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I think yesterday was a tough day, right? We were inside for lunch and recess. We got the call late. It just started downpouring right before, we're supposed to go outside. I know that it's frustrating, but everyone was flexible. Students were flexible, making sure that they were safe inside for lunch and recess. And then also, staff as well. It's going to always be challenging, but thank you all to making that successful. And as always, we'll try to make it better every day if that happens again. But today it looks like it's going to be the rain's supposed to stop and we're supposed to be outside. So that will be a lot of fun.
Exactly. We're really looking forward to it.
Right. Today also our Bates beacons will come down at 7:50 for our in-person to the library. And then our remote students will zoom in at 8:10, or is it 8:15? Let's do 8:15. So our in-person will come down to the library at 7:50 and our remote students will zoom in at 8:15.
That's right. Perfect. So should we talk about that trivia question about the ocean?
We certainly can.
All right. So the question was, how many tons of plastic were there in the ocean? And then a follow-up to that was, how many pounds are in a ton? So the answer to that question is that our ocean currently has 269,000 tons of plastic in it. This is made up of macro and micro pieces of plastic. And for those of us that were looking to see how many pounds are in a ton, do you know the answer, Mr. Softic?
2,000.
That's right. There's actually 2,000 pounds in 1 ton. So a lot of plastic in our oceans right now. Let's keep that in mind and remember the importance of recycling our plastics so that they don't end up in the ocean.
And that starts by, being outside at lunch, right? Making sure that you throw away all your trash and make sure you recycle your plastic bottles. Because we don't want that to get, we are so close to the ocean, right?
Exactly.
A couple storms away and that stuff can go right in there. So we want to make sure that we're doing our part with just taking care of our own trash and recycling those that can be recycled.
That's right.
We
Let's
had
do
a
this.
ton. Yeah, we had a ton of correct answers today, which is amazing. So they are going into that jar for the raffle.
Yep. So let's make sure to continue to, do our best to make good changes for our world and good changes for our community. And speaking of working hard to make good changes for our community, we had a group of fifth graders that really raised a lot of interest around bringing chocolate milk to schools. And even though they weren't able to bring chocolate milk to schools this year, they're collecting a lot of important data that will be useful if that's something that could happen in the future. So I want to give a big shout out to these fifth graders. You're about to see them in a moment in our video, and they kind of changed their project now to kind of raising awareness about how much students are interested in chocolate milk and how many students would like to have chocolate milk in the future once the COVID pandemic is over. So I'll go ahead and take a moment to share my screen and to show this video of our students. Ready?
The reason we did this is because our ELA teacher, we were studying in ELA the reasons chocolate milk should be in school.
Because although regular milk is very nutritious, not everybody likes regular milk. And regular milk has this too, but chocolate milk has calcium, protein, and vitamin D inside of it. So it is very nutritious and good for your body. And also over 70% of our country's chocolate milk is flavored. So that means a lot of people like chocolate milk.
Some of the stuff I learned by doing the chocolate milk project or the petition is that we stood up for something that was right, not right, but something that we believed that was should have happened.
A couple things I learned about the chocolate milk project was to stand up for what I believe in and to also gain confidence in talking in front of people.
It was hard, but it was good to get people to sign it.
So currently we have around 160 signatures.
That since we cannot do the
like this year, we were thinking that the younger kids, like that are in third, second, or first, could sign a survey or like a petition in order to bring it back when COVID is not here.
Try your best and hardest, and yeah, and then also to stand up for what you believe in.
Perfect. So big shout out to these students. And I wanted to take a moment as well to share out that survey that Maddie made, which is the chocolate milk survey. So big shout out to Maddie and these chocolate milk petitionists for creating these surveys and getting information from students. They're really interested in finding out, you know, who would be interested in having chocolate milk at Bates in the future. And once they have that information, they can kind of begin to ask, okay, you know, if there's this many students that want chocolate milk in the future, is there a way to do it once the coronavirus pandemic is over? Really great work, great civic engagement, which is you're working hard to make a positive change in your community. And we're going to make sure we share that survey with everyone too, the link to that survey.
Excellent. Civic duty. So that's a great thing. And I know the third grade is talking about that right now. You know, they're doing a unit on civic duty, and, you know, school committee member Manny Cruz was here a couple weeks ago to talk about that. So what a great way to tie it in. Great job, guys. Mr. Fonseca, are you a white milk or chocolate milk guy?
Definitely chocolate. So I totally support our students on this.
All right.
What about yourself, Mr. South?
I like almond milk.
Oh, okay.
Unsweetened almond milk, but that's a story for another time. All right. So also today is Arbor Day. So that means our 5th and 4th grade students are going to go outside at 12:30 and are going to be part of a tree planting ceremony with the city of Salem. So we look forward to that. We're going to take some footage of that so we can share with everyone next week. All right. So, you know, we're heading into the weekend. I hope everyone had a good first week back after vacation. And that's going to wrap up our announcements for today. And as always, it's a great day to be great.